He deliberately took apart the bullet heads and gathered all the gunpowder together. After adjusting the weight of each bullet, it became a simple pressure-triggered landmine. Then he dug a trench in the yard. After lining it with waterproof tape, he filled it with 98-octane gasoline, and the device used to trigger the trap was placed on the only path through. Finally, he laid turf over it to cover up all traces. Because there were too many traps set up, he had to mark them clearly on a blueprint. Otherwise, even he might accidentally trigger them. Then he hammered nails all over a wooden board and hung it above the tunnel entrance. Then he sharpened rebar and made steel spikes laid under the attic. Even the double-barrel shotgun was sawed short and set at the place enemies were most likely to pass. Finally, he carved several spikes with a dagger and assembled them into an automatic trigger mechanism. But these traps could only wait for prey. For a direct fight, he still had to rely on weapons. The compound bow that had been idle for decades was now pulled back to full draw again. But the most terrifying thing was, he got himself claymore mines again and a 10-kilogram block of C4 explosive to cut off the enemy's escape routes. It was clear Longo never planned to leave alive. From cold weapons to firearms, he almost brought out everything he had just to make sure these scumbags never returned. And the one who drove this 70-year-old man into a corner was none other than the adopted daughter he raised himself. He never married or had children in his life, and only adopted a daughter after retirement. But on the day of the girl's 18th birthday, she suddenly said she had found her biological father, even knowing the man was a piece of trash. Out of love for his daughter, Longo still agreed to her request.
You can't just protect me forever.
As long as I'm around, he's never gonna hurt you again. No one is.
This was his promise as a father, and the greatest reassurance he could give her. But what the girl did not expect was, the biological father she finally found turned out to be worse than trash.
I did not expect this. It's been a very long time. Just now, you looked just like your mother.
Really?
Yes, very much. You could almost be her twin.
Thank you. I need to ask you a question.
Of course.
I'm just trying to understand why you would just go like that.
Okay. Because one day, I looked at your mother and you and realized you both didn't mean anything to me anymore. I know it's hard to understand, but I wasted time being with you and her, and she fucking dies and leaves me with you, who I never wanted.
His words were like sharp blades, instantly piercing all her illusions, until he coldly shut the door. She still couldn't recover from the grief. When she ran out crying, her best friend who came with her was already impatient. She wanted to drive back immediately, but her friend said the night road was unsafe, and insisted on taking her to a bar to relax. The girl also wanted to vent, so she followed her friend to the bar, but the moment she stepped onto the dance floor, she was approached by a mustached man. The girl was innocent, and had no idea about the dirty tricks of nightlife. After sizing her up from head to toe, the man locked onto his prey for the night. As drugs mixed with alcohol, her nightmare began. When she regained consciousness, she had already fallen into the hands of traffickers. The place was full of kidnapped girls, with no chance of escape. Anyone with even a bit of beauty would be forcibly injected with hallucinogens and made to serve clients repeatedly, reduced to money-making tools for the crime syndicate. By the time Longo received news of his daughter's disappearance, it was already the next afternoon.
She went to Mexico.
What?
Just her call. Gabriela went to see her father and never came back.
Forget the address?
And her father's too.
Longo instantly exploded with rage upon hearing this. He drove his pickup straight across the Mexican border. Based on the note, he quickly found the girl's biological father. But this guy did not care about his daughter's life or death. After a few words, he tried to shut the door.
Where is she?
I don't know anything.
All this shit is because of you. I should have broke your fucking neck 10 years ago.
Longo did not continue arguing. Instead, he turned to find the girl's best friend and asked about what really happened that night. But she only said they did go to the bar together, and she got so drunk she blacked out. As for where the girl went, she couldn't remember anything. While she tried to clear herself, Longo had already noticed the bracelet on her wrist.
I'm giving you a heads up.
You called my house and said she never came back from her father's.
Man, fuck!
Where'd you get this?
Give it to me, man.
It was her mother's. She'd never give it to you. You sold her out. She was your friend.
Fuck